So, students, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So, the 16 of you have joined till now. So, anyway, uh, today we will revise poetics. Okay. So, Aristotle wrote poetics in around 334 BC, 334 35 BC. So, can you tell me why did he write this particular piece of work? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, why did Aristotle write poetics? What inspired him to write poetics? Yes, Tuhin, Tuhin Debrma. Hello, Tuhin. Can you hear? I think he's not online. So, Abhijit, can you tell me
Yes, sir.
why did Aristotle write poetics? What inspired him to write poetics? Today's session, I would like to convey that I conduct this session with question answer. Okay, so right since this portion was done in your physical mode sessions, so I think it would not be difficult for you. So let's revise the thing. Can anybody answer this question? Why did Aristotle write poetics? Nobody knows. Ria,
Sir, for studying purpose or what?
for studying purpose. Ria, can you tell me? Dhruvajati,
Yes, sir.
why did Aristotle write uh, poetics? What inspired him to write poetics?
He wrote it. I think he wrote it because so that people can get the revised form of what Plato said, and some of his, uh, including some of his that reincarnations also in Plato's work.
Okay, so very good. I mean, your idea is absolutely right. Can anybody else, I mean, reword the things, whatever Dhruvajati said? Can you say it clearly? He's right.
To
Yeah.
to analyze his
Who is saying? Shobhik wants to say, or Kiran? Okay, Kiran. Okay, continue.
his own point of view to others
On what?
on like his own poetry
Okay. Okay, Shobhik, what you okay, good. This is also true. Shobhik, what do you want to say?
Sir, after reading Plato's theory, he found that something is missing or something must be understood by the reader. So that's why he added his viewpoints on the politics.
Yes, yes, it's right. So, yeah, you are right. Actually, the Plato somehow condemned poetry or wanted to banish poets from his from his which place, from his republic, because in his view poets are liar and poets uh, you know uh, presents something in yeah, imitates the thing, imitates the truth, therefore it is shadow of the truth, means it is twice removed from the reality, therefore poetry does not carry any truth. So that was the he that is why he condemned poetry, right? Do you remember that? And therefore Aristotle wrote against him, against his contradicting his view. He he does not he did not support the view. Uh, I mean, he could not agree with the view of Aristotle, Plato. Therefore, he wrote this particular treatise on poetry. He not only you know uh, gave answer to Aristotle, Plato's you know uh, charges, but also he wrote this particular treatise to define poetry, to define to highlight the function of poetry, and also he uh, gave some law, gave some rules. He propounded some rules to write poetry. Okay, so so that in future generation people follow these rules and people can write better poetry. Okay, so that people would never blame poets be liar, or he also debunked the notion of imitation as well, that is imitation uh, imitation is imitation of imitation is also not worthy enough. It's distancing from God as per Plato's idealistic view or moralistic view. On the other hand, Aristotle's view is that he he says that it's natural for a human being to imitate, because since our childhood days we learn everything that is through imitation. So in his view, it is the right way to reach the God, the excellence, or the supreme God through only the imitation. But the imitation should be something very honest, something very serious, something very, I mean, uh, as perfect as possible, because man cannot be perfect. The imagination of man cannot be perfect, but still, what is best? I mean, if you follow the best, you can attain the best. So that is his view from bottom to top. On the other hand, Plato's view is from top to bottom. Means he's in his view that I mean God is supreme. God is something has the supreme quality. He has the perfect quality. So man cannot man. I mean the universe, the world is, the nature is created with the image of God. So if we imagine or create our own poetry, own thing, own creative thing, that will never be equal to God, and therefore that will not. I mean, these things will not carry any truth. So that's how that's why Aristotle uh, wrote in against to debunk the theory propounded by his master. Is it clear to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please remember these things. I have discussed this thing thoroughly, I think, in your class, isn't it? I think you might have recalled few things. So anyway, uh, 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 what I mean, if I ask you, okay, like, how does he? I mean, define or differentiate the poetry? I mean, categorizes the different poetry based on the imitation. Do you remember anything?
So if you see picture in the image,
Means, by the way, he defined tragedy. Can you give me the definition? Can anybody give me the definition? What is tragedy? Any of you?
you were sitting inside the room.
By the way, what has he done in his poetics?
You identify which place you were.
What what the poetics all about?
And this was the scene which happened
Hmm?
in the event when we were starting.
What the poetics is all about?
Next, I
Sir.
will show you.
And
Hmm? Yes.
action,
What?
the imitation of an action. Is
Okay.
it?
Okay. Uh, are you answering
Next,
the question about tragedy?
Yes,
Or
sir.
okay, I have asked another question. That is, uh, what has he done in poetics?
we invited
What the poetics is all about? I mean, in overall,
in that time.
in the book Poetics, what are the things are there? What have he done? What has he done?
Which was going to put through.
Sir, he has upholded the viewpoint of the writer or the poet.
Okay.
Some of you were asking
What else?
question,
Sir,
Yes.
hello.
Tamal. Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, I think the main purpose of Aristotle writing poetics was to differentiate the different genres, like explaining what is drama, what is comedy, tragedy, like different types of genres, and like explicitly differentiating between tragedy and epic poetry and those kind of things. Like he explained what, like he said, okay, all these are imitations, but they have different, like they are different. They are not all the same.
Okay. First thing, he has differentiated between different genre like comedy and tragedy, and also tragedy from epic, and comedy and other satiric poem,
Yes, sir.
with the help of theory of imitation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And then what else has he done? This is one part.
after seeing the past, how similar it
Hmm?
is, present, how similar opinions.
The most important thing that he has done in poetics
education.
is
By observing this,
he.
by observing the scene,
Hey, come on, you know it.
will you find? If you use
He
observation,
he he wrote about
can you tell me
tragedy in detail.
education is
What is tragedy?
the
What should be the subject matter? What should be the characteristic features of a
before and
tragedy?
after the community?
And what should be the different sources of different elements, formative elements of tragedy, and what is their significance? He discussed it thoroughly in this particular, isn't it?
Sir,
Yeah.
so characteristic of the tragedy you have given that that character must be good, like that something you have given. Is that we have to tell that one?
No.
Then,
The
sir,
question was. The
everything.
question was. Yes.
I'm getting confused. Everything like I don't know.
Okay. See, it's very, keep in mind, it's very simple that in this particular book, I mean, uh, Poetics, Aristotle first defined or differentiated between different genre altogether, like it differentiated between tragedy and comedy, and tragedy and epic poem, and then comedy with satires and all. So, in his view, that if you imitate some lower feeling, lower emotions, uh, or some non-serious activities, non-serious things, then it will be either comedy, or it can, if you want to criticize somebody, it will be satire. But if your subject matter, if you imitate something serious, if you imitate something great, grandeur in nature, then it will be considered to be either, it can be expressed through either drama, tragedy, or through epic form. So first he categorizes these two like this, these two categories, and then he distinguished from since comedy is different from tragedy because of this the intensity of imitation, the subject matter. Okay. Then secondly, that if from the serious subject matter, imitation of serious subject matter itself, he differentiated between epic and tragedy. So in epic, the subject matter is serious. Okay, it's okay, but it is very lengthy. Its length is very I mean long. It is a long poem, and it is meant for reading, or if people gather together and if people read these epics. But in case of tragedy, people gather to watch, and performers used to perform this particular uh, drama. So first thing is the performance of the different kinds of action. I mean, different kinds of scenes to be performed, acted on the stage, and it is very limited in length. Means this tragedy presents in a single day, so it finishes within a day. Therefore, it is clearly understood in a single sitting, without any break and without anything, any distraction. But in case of uh, epics, you might get distracted. You may get digressed. So that is what the difference is. So apart from this one, these are the basic things he talked about. Okay. But the most important thing that he discussed in poetics, the most important thing for which the poetics is known to the world, is he defined tragedy in this book. He defined and discussed in detail what should be the tragedy, what should be the subject matter of tragedy, how should the subject matter be presented, and the what will be the character, and what would be the setting, what would be the use of songs, and what would be the use of language, and who is the ideal hero. Everything he discussed thoroughly. Okay, isn't it? Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. What about others? Did you get me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yalakti, Abhijit, Tamal, except Alakti, Abhijit, and Tamal. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Kiran is
Yes.
okay. Gornali,
Yes, sir.
is there any confusion up to this portion?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you said K in epic poetry, the reader can get distracted.
Audience.
Uh,
Yeah.
hello?
Reader also. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
the audience can get distracted. I didn't understood, matlab, this part. Like in tragedy, the reader does not get distracted, and in epic poetry, the reader can get distracted. Like the audience can get distracted. Is
In
this what
epic
you are trying
poetry.
to say?
In epic poetry, because it continues for 7 days, 8 days, or like this. Okay. Nowadays,
Okay,
in present context, we read this in book form. Okay, but earlier
okay.
it was like tradition, like people, sit together, and
Mm-hmm.
few people they read this particular poem, means epic.
Okay, okay,
Okay, in front of them. So
okay,
this
sir.
process, I mean, it takes 3 days, 4 days to complete one story. For example,
Okay,
if
sir.
you want to give presentation, I mean, if you want to read uh, Mahabharata,
Yes, sir.
will you be able to finish it in a day, in a
No,
single
sir.
sitting? No. So that's why the different episodes comes. I mean,
Yes, sir.
different chapters. I mean, you have to present one chapter and another chapter, and if anybody miss something, I mean, the audience might not have patience that much.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why there is a chance of getting distracted.
Distracted. Yes, sir. I understood, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you,
In
sir.
case of play, I mean drama, it's not, there is no, I mean, this flaw is removed, because the story, the same story is briefly, can be presented. That's
Okay, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So in this particular text, I can ask questions like, as I have already told you, maybe that the question might be like, I will ask you to define tragedy. I will give you that definition of tragedy in the question, maybe. So you have to explain that thing. You okay? Then I can ask you to you know differentiate between different genre, or how tragedy is superior form of poetry than other genre. So that also I can ask from here. Then definition part is, after definition part, I can ask question on constitute elements of tragedy, formative, formative or constituent parts of tragedy, like plot, character, like fiction, then thought and spectacles and songs. These are the 6 elements I can ask on this as a combined question, and I can ask question on plot. What is plot? How does he Aristotle as what is plot as per the definition of Aristotle, and how did he elaborately discussed about plot? yeah, I can ask the question on it.
And if you happen to write any
Then question can be on
newspaper,
character,
by observing
means characteristic features of characters,
observe past
means what are the salient features of characters, means who should be the character, what, how should be the character. Okay, I can
by observing the
ask
past
this question as well. And a small question, I mean, can be asked like I told you yesterday as well, that terms, small these terms that which are there in this text, I have discussed yesterday. So you can prepare these things only. And also, you can study about the function of tragedy. What is the function of tragedy?
Going to the
Okay.
area which is going to study. Suppose I want to study
Three or
Okay, sir.
Three or four questions would be there, not more than that. So let's.
Sir?
Yes.
So today, till now, you have discussed about why Aristotle wrote Poetics
Mm.
and how does Aristotle categorized
Mm.
poetry. You you can give these two also as questions, now.
It can be given a question. Yes, first one, of course, I can give. Second one also can be given.
I mean, you have asked what is the purpose of Poetics, like
Yes.
why did he write Poetics? Okay,
Yes.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, okay. Let me share one slide with you so that we can
Sir.
continue our discussion. Yes.
Sir, yesterday you told some terms like mimesis, then catharsis. Is this all
Yes.
things coined by Aristotle?
Mostly used by Aristotle itself. It's there. These are there in poetics itself. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
basically he used these words from his time. At that time, these types of words people used, but he used these words to theorize, to give theory. That's why these words are known for him and known to be his words. Otherwise, these words existed before him as well. But he used it for specific purpose. Okay, that's why these words become his words. So uh, let me show some. Where is which one is?
One of you
No, not this one. Okay, here.
I will tell you. These are all your final results.
Okay, PPT on.
Anyone? Can you tell me something? It means you all are very specific. Is it? Okay. Okay, let me phrase it again.
So let's revise this thing from here onwards. Like he is one ancient Greek philosopher. You all know
Say something.
that he is from 384 BC to 322 BC, and he is considered to be the founder of literary criticism. John Dryden or something, someone like him. I think John Dryden said so, that he is the founder of literary criticism. And he was disciple of Plato and the teacher of Alexander. You know it?
Other friends will say.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Vinay.
He Dante is another poet and critic who called him the master of those who know, means those who has knowledge. Means he is the master of every knowledge in his words. So Plato also often referred to Aristotle to as the mind. He is as referred to as mind. And Aristotle started one kind of school. Plato's school is called Academia, okay, and Aristotle opened that school is known as the Lyceum. Okay, I can ask this one also. What is Lyceum? What is the name of the school Aristotle started? Okay, Lyceum. And his main book collections, that is which is survived to human being, is known as Corpus Aristotelicum. Corpus Aristotelicum. So
Question, what is the last one?
Corpus, Corpus, Corpus Aristotle or Aristotelicum.
What is it, sir?
This is the name of the book. I mean, collection of book. It is in this particular collection you will find poetics as one treaty. Okay, it's collection of books. So okay, as I have discussed this point, I mean just a few minutes ago, that reason for poetics, actually it has to be poetics. Okay, poetics was the objections to dramatic poetry expressed by his teacher Plato in his Republic. It is a reply to his master Plato. Plato considered imitation merely as mimicry, as a servile copy of nature, and Plato compared poetry to painting. There, poetry presents a copy of nature, and it is poetry twice removed from the reality, and it is a shadow of shadows, as per Plato. So that's why to give response, he wrote this book. So this in this slide you can see that this whole poetics is divided into 26 chapters. Okay, so 26 part. It has treaty has 26 chapters, almost 46 pages, and it can be divided into 6 parts. Like part 1, chapter 1 to 5, where he talked about you will find the introductory remarks on poetry and its classification on the basis of theory of imitation. Second part, the most important part, that is chapter 6 to 19, is tragedy and its formative elements. Then he talked about poetic diction, style, and vocabulary that is to be used in drama. That section comprises 20 to 22. Okay. Then 23rd is devoted for narrative poetry and tragedy, that is epic and tragedy. He continued that discussion in chapter 24 and 26, and epic is compared with tragedy as well, and differentiated or shown the similarity as well as dissimilarity between these two. And also he, in between chapter 25, he discussed or answered the objections of critics against poetry. Okay, so this is how he divided his whole book, whole treaty. There are 6 parts of the treaty. There are 26 chapters and 46 pages. Not more, I mean, not a big voluminous book. Okay. So, okay, theory of imitation, we have already discussed this thing. So here, yes, here is the definition of tragedy, right? Can you see it? Can you read it?
taxi vehicle,
Yes, sir.
Please
where we can call them and when we
read this
they will
one
pick up
and
you.
can you please explain this to me?
Most of them have become
What do you
very
understand that by this particular definition?
because now our education
Take the first part.
all online.
Tragedy
Everyone
is the imitation of an action that is serious, complete,
the Google
and
government
of
has
sudden
invested
of a sudden
money
magnitude.
into the Indian government.
What does it mean by
So
that?
many billions. So we try to understand, don't go around the bush. We have to keep the spot. And try to understand that when you observe something, try to
Yes.
observe people. Yes, you all have a different.
Can you read it?
You all have a different past. You all have a different lifestyle.
Please read
You are
it.
very unique. You get a problem. It means you are unique. So do something that you can think differently from others. Because
Abhijit?
we is different.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please read this one.
Tragedy is the imitation of an action that is serious, complete, and of a certain magnitude.
So,
In a language beautified in different
because
parts with different
so
kinds of
example of
embellishment through actions and not narration, and through scenes of pity and fear, bringing about the catharsis of this or such like emotions.
So, can you explain the first two lines up to magnitude?
the next session will be not the number 5. Another example of
It's the imitation of an action, uh,
and they have learned about
like
observing and describing, collecting information, taking notes and taking reports,
Like?
video. So, thank you.
Yes, yes, you are going right. I mean, continue.
so the tragedy should be complete in nature. It shouldn't be
Yes.
incomplete, and it should be serious.
Hmm. What does it mean by serious?
Yeah, and certain magnitude. So I'm not sure about the thing certain magnitude.
Hmm. What does it mean by serious?
Serious means it should be like tragedy, na? It's like if it's not serious, then it it become like comedy and something.
Okay. Atmani Devarma, can you
Yes,
hear me?
sir. Yes.
Okay. Can you say something about this statement or this definition here? Please elaborate.
About the tragedy.
Yes, from this definition that is written on the screen.
Tragedy is like to make a tragedy, it should be serious, complete, and it should have a complete plot, and it should not be it so that the audiences can understand through the actions and not only the narration of the narrator, and like it should grow the feeling in the readers, the feeling of pity and also fear about the main character of what is he going to go through. That's all.
Okay, good. Uh, okay, okay, good. And what? Who else? Uh, okay, Sushmita Das, please. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Yeah, please say something about this definition. What does it mean by that? Can you explain it? Hmm? Please explain this one. Not a complete one. Please explain the first two lines.
You can speak freely. Whether you sweat or not. my strength, my
Yes, Sushmita, please define it. Yes.
well, after returning home, you feel next day. Actually, I like, you do not say that. I like spending with people. Listening,
I think you are not audible to me.
why I'm the no, it's I find it huge sticky.
Hmm? Uh, uh, who else? Yalakti, can you define it? I mean, can you explain it, please?
Sir, means tragedy should be like, sir,
Hmm.
sir, I know the meaning, like, but I cannot express it.
Why? Try to express it.
Sir, actually, I know the concept. Like you have explained in the class, I have understood that these things, but I cannot explain. So,
If you cannot explain, then it would not work, na? In exam, you have to write. I mean, you have to explain everything,
Is it a quiz?
right? And if you get a job
What is the
as of a teacher, you have to explain, right?
of you?
Try to explain word by word.
What is the relation?
I mean, you have understood the concept. Okay, what did you understand about tragedy?
Basic
Tell me.
research method.
mm,
What
sir,
is the
like tragedy is something like
of
uh, it's like something.
basic research method and other subject
It's like something.
which is a
Like sir, in tragic, like it can be something like happy ending also, like
other
unhappy
means
ending, like means in a tragic, like
the usage of
Hmm?
sir,
the basic methods of my the basic
Go ahead.
basic research method of this course
Anyway, are you shy of telling things?
of
sir,
other
actually I'm totally confused.
in
I
Don't.
can understand, but I cannot
if I
explain it.
ask you
Like,
Oh my goodness.
what I'm trying to say is that
Anyway,
I'm trying to talk
Tomal sir,
let's say in this
Yes, sir.
please try to interpret the thing. Please explain the thing.
most of the students forget this
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
they cannot
Yeah.
communicate.
In the first line, we can see that it is written tragedy is the imitation of an action that is serious. Like in the first line only, like Aristotle. Sir, this definition is by Aristotle, na?
Yeah, yeah. This definition is given by Aristotle, not in that form. This is
Yes, sir.
translated form, but more or less,
Translation.
Aristotle. Yeah, you will find different version of translation of the same.
Yes, sir.
But this is more or less well accepted, or at least in this book you have.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in the first line, I can see like in Aristotle poetics, he tried to differentiate between different genres. So, in the first line only, I can see like he has given exact like meaning, like what should be tragedy. It should be serious, it should be complete, and it should have a certain magnitude. Like it should have some sort of like extent. It should not be limited. It should be like it should reach far. It should be like the three things. It should be serious. Like comedy is something that is not serious. It's for light-hearted. But tragedy should be something serious, and that should like it's meant for something like it should be serious. It can't be like light-hearted, or it can't be light. It should be complete, and it should have a certain magnitude.
What
And
does it mean by complete?
complete means, sir, like I I think what Aristotle meant to say is like it should have a complete meaning. Like uh, uh like it couldn't be something that is abstract or something that gives different types of messages. It should be direct.
I
Like,
think, yeah, I think it is not fragmented.
yes, it should not be fragmented.
Yeah.
And sir, certain magnitude, I think what he tried to mean by magnitude, the word magnitude means something that has like something that is vast, or like that has a lot of like immensity or something like that. So I'm not like clear about what he meant by
Yes, you
certain
are right. You
magnitude.
are right. You are right. But you use this together, certain magnitude.
Yes, of a certain magnitude. In a language beautified in different parts with different kinds of embellishment.
Make it clear first. This one, certain magnitude here. It means this tragedy should not be too small. The
Okay,
length
sir.
of the
Okay, sir.
length of the tragedy should not be too small and too large. Okay,
Okay, sir.
in 1 hour tragedy finished. Without you have to give time to develop it. The plot
Okay,
should,
sir.
you have to give enough time to develop the plot from the beginning, and it should reach at culmination point, and then it will again conclude. Means
Oh,
you have to give
okay, sir.
enough time to grow this thing, grow the plot, develop the plot properly, and come to the conclusion uh, accordingly.
Okay,
So
sir.
that's why I said a certain magnitude. Then
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, sir, poetry on the, sorry, epic poetry on the other hand can be like vast and big, but
yes,
tragedy has to be limited.
exactly. That's what keep
Okay,
it like that also. But in case of
okay, sir.
epic, keep in mind that thing that when Aristotle wrote this thing, that time epic was very popular genre altogether. So people used to sit together and they used to read this particular epic, recite particular
Okay, sir.
epic. Okay, so people enjoy these things. So, but in epic, epic has vastness. It
Yeah.
someday one story,
Lengthy.
yeah, very lengthy, very lengthy,
Yes,
and
sir.
also you get digressed also because although ultimately every story every story connects the main plot only, but still, I mean, every story is different. If you listen to one story, then another story, if you do not know the main story, then you will not be able to grasp the meaning. That why
Yes,
did
sir.
he narrate the other story? So that was the problem. And so to avoid this problem, you have to, in case of tragedy, since you have finished it within a day, you have to limit yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay, sir. So, should I explain
yeah,
further?
yeah.
In a language beautified in different parts with different kinds of embellishment, uh, like here, sir, it is saying that the language should be beautiful with different kinds of embellishment. I didn't get this part, sir. With different kinds of embellishment.
The spectacles, or I mean,
Okay, okay,
or
sir.
the use of figurative language, beautiful language, diction,
Okay, okay.
right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So whenever that is required, whenever you want to express your feeling uh, uh, properly, or like प्यार हो जाएगा तो love song गाना पड़ेगा, like thing,
Yes, sir.
it helps you to express your feeling quickly. So
Yes, sir.
these are the things, if you can say that, that particular term, this term, embellishments. You
Okay, sir.
express your feeling properly and quickly through this use of settings and all. I mean, this spectacles and
Okay,
all.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
What else?
Through actions and not narration. I
Yeah.
mean, you have to express your feelings through action, and not everything is to be said. Like to express, not to like to do things, not to tell. Like not everything has to be narrated.
Yeah.
And through scenes of pity and fear, bringing
Yeah.
about the catharsis.
Can you explain this through action and not narration little more?
Yes, sir. Through action means like if here it is saying like we have to act out, like we have to show our like what is written in the thing through our, like we have to express through our acting and not by telling each and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes. You have to act these things on the stage.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. The characters will perform this
Performance.
particular piece. Okay. Like
Yes,
you had performed Dr. Faustus. I mean,
yes, yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
So
yes,
you
yes,
could have narrated that thing. So,
yes,
but you had performed using your bassnets. So
yes,
these
yes.
types of action, I mean, you have to show so that audience can grasp the meaning,
Mhm,
the modern
mhm.
meaning, modern adaptation of Dr. Faustus.
Yes, sir.
So, so that is the performance, my required performance. But
Mhm.
not, it's not, it should not be narration. Okay, like
Yes,
what is narration? I mean, this epic.
yes.
When people epic used to recite epic, it is just narration. It narrates the
Narration.
story. There is no
Yes.
performance. The difference between tragedy and epic is there. In tragedy, you will have actions, but in case of epic, you will have no action but narration.
Narration.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Say
Yes, sir.
yes or no. If you have any doubt, please tell me. Otherwise, Tamal will continue. Okay, Tamal, continue after this.
Yes. Through action and not narration, and through scenes of pity and fear.
Yeah,
Like in here, it is trying to say that all the like scenes of epic poetry, like not all the scenes, like there should be like you have highlighted the word pity and fear. So I think it means that here Aristotle tried to put emphasis on the matlab pity and fear are emotions. So I think pity and fear is also important in tragedy. So like here it is in that, and through scenes of pity and fear, bringing about the catharsis of this or such like emotions. So this line I am not like clear about the last line, catharsis of this or such
okay.
like emotions.
What does it mean by catharsis? I told you yesterday.
Ah, catharsis, I forgot, sir. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. It's purgation.
Catharsis is
Yeah,
releasing of emotion, the
yeah,
process.
releasing of emotion. So now can you explain?
Okay. Yes.
Explain this thing. Through the
Okay,
scenes
sir.
of
I
pity
can
and
explain, sir.
fear. Yeah, yeah,
Sir, whatever will be played in the tragedy,
yeah.
I think it is trying to say that a tragedy will bring emotions, catharsis of emotions like pity and fear into the audience. Is it
Yes,
trying to?
yes, yes. I
Yes,
mean,
okay.
there will be some scenes which will be full of pity and some pitiful scenes or some fearful
Okay,
scenes. Okay,
okay. Yes, sir.
that these scenes will help you
Ha, ha, ha.
to forget, to bring that, and to bring the emotions from your heart, to bring out the emotions from your heart.
From your
Okay,
audience,
from your heart. Yes, audience
from
from
your heart.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
Of course, it's about the audience only. I mean,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
audience will be forgetted. Otherwise,
Mhm.
there will be no effect of the drama. I mean, of tragedy. Means there should be direct effect of tragedy drama in the
On the audience.
yes, on the audience.
Okay, sir.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is the function of the drama.
Mm-hmm.
The first few lines that you have explained till narration,
Mm-hmm.
this portion is the just definition of it. What is that? And
Of
what is
tragedy.
yeah? And
Yeah.
on the next part, it
Mm-hmm.
is the function of tragedy. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what tragedy is being taught.
Okay. Sir, in the laugh and through scenes of pity and fear from this part, I think it tells about the effect of tragedy on the audience.
Yes, yes, exactly. It tells
Yes, sir.
about the
Yes,
effect
sir.
of tragedy on the audience.
Audience. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
is
sir.
it clear to others?
Yes, sir. Completely clear.
Yeah, that's very simple. So you have to, interpret this one. I'll give maybe I'll give this one. If I give it this one, you have to interpret this definition in this way. Okay, can you do it?
Yes, sir.
What about others? So
Yes,
it's
sir.
11. It's 11. I should conclude now. Uh, we will discuss the other parts. Okay, tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
So please,
Okay, sir.
thank you, Tamal. Thank you, others, those
Thank
who
you,
have
sir.
participated in explanation. So today's class was a little bit, I think, more fruitful because you
Yes,
have
sir.
participated directly.
Sir, because you have been asking a lot of questions.
So yes, that will only help you, I think.
Yes, sir.
So is it clear to you, Yalakti? Now, are you confused?
No, sir. Sir, now I can write means a little bit.
Not completely.
Sir, I need to like means like I need to see by myself, then I can write completely. Like I need to means like read that line again and again. That after that I can means like myself also.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, it's been long gap that I didn't means touch this topic now, sir, for that reason. Like I'm getting more confused. That's why.
Okay. Okay. So read it again. It's only 10 to 15 pages only. I mean, if you read the book, this what is the Raghukul Tilak's book? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you read this book, then it is only 10-15 pages. So you can read it in a single sitting. Okay. So
Okay,
try to
sir.
read it.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. I will continue tomorrow. Will I'll show you the slide and you will explain. Okay, tomorrow again,
Okay, sir. Thank
and
you,
I will
sir.
try to help you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Have
sir.
a nice day. Bye. Tata.
Bye,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yes. Tata.